Good morning. Today we're going to move on with our lives past the Sheets unit into developing some skills in Google Slides. You guys have done a wonderful job while you are working through Google Sheets. I think you learned a lot. You saw the importance of calculating and charting and all of those wonderful things. And we will come back to that software when we do projects coming very soon, actually. But for now, we're going to move into our Google Slides unit. Now, I will be perfectly honest with you. This is the first semester that I'm teaching Google Slides as a unit. I always teach PowerPoint. So I think I said this during the Sheets/Excel unit. If I accidentally say PowerPoint, sorry, it's just going to happen. But I meant slides. So here's where we go. So we're going to be obviously in our drive. We're going to go over to the waffle. And when we click our waffle, we're going to move down to this yellow icon that says slides. So the purpose of slides is to have presentation software. When you're thinking about making a great presentation, there are some things to keep in mind. We want to make sure that we are designing slides after we've had a class like this better than what you would do on your own. So I guess my point is that as you learn new skills in this class, then at that point forward, it's your responsibility to then apply those skills when you make presentations in other classes. So when looking at slides, you do have a series of templates. We have science projects, student certificates, weddings, big ideas, portfolios, etc. There's lots of things that are kind of already put together here for your slides, templates, but we're not going to use templates, just wanted to show you that they were there like before. Instead, I want you to click on this new first button that says blank. So we're going to start a new presentation. So let's take a second to look and see what are we looking at here. We have a toolbar like the rest of our software had. We have our, menu items, then we have our toolbar. Over here we have our preview pane. This is where we design our slides. Down here is a notes pane. And so this is what's called the normal view. Okay, your normal view. And when you're looking at your normal view, this is the default view where you're going to set everything up. Over on the right-hand side, you have a series of different themes. The purpose of a theme is to have consistency in your layout, in your colors, in your design, so that it's pulled together and looks really nice and professional. So this is going to be where we're going to start a presentation. And as we learn new skills throughout this week, you will add these skills to this same presentation. So we're going to start, and the name of this presentation is going to be Fall Classes. Fall Classes. And our whole entire content will be based on the classes that you all have right now this semester. Over on the right-hand side, I want you to scroll down to where you see this particular theme called Pop. When you click on it, you can see that the theme is automatically applied to the slide. The first thing that we have here is our default layout when you open a new presentation, which is your title layout. So we're going to click to add titles, and we're going to call this Fall Classes. And then down here for our subtitle, we're going to put 2020. So you can see that you have these boxes that are incorporated into your layout. Those boxes are called placeholders. So when you have a different configuration or a different arrangement of your placeholders, that means that you have changed your layout. So we want to go in and add some more slides. When we add more slides, there's lots of ways to do that. There is a plus button that you can click on right here. There is a menu item here, or you have your Control M, which is what I typically use, which is your keyboard shortcut to add a new slide. Get out of there. So go ahead and add a new slide. When you add your new slide, the layout's going to be title and content. So title and content is the name of this layout. Take a moment with me and right-click over here on slide 2, and you can see that you can then apply different layouts. So we have layouts of title in 2 columns, title only, 1 column in text, etc., with title and content being your default. We're going to type in the class that you have first, period. I have Avid. Once you put that there, we are going to go and click to add text down here. And I moved myself because I wanted you to see that you can click or you can close out of your themes and that'll open everything up. And we're going to turn on our bullet points. Once you turn on your bullet point, now you're going to list 3 things that you do in that class. So that can be 3 topics from the unit you just did. It can be 3 different kind of procedures or expectations that you have inside of the class. It just needs to be 3 things that are on topic for that class. So for Avid, I'm going to put focused note-taking. I'm also going to put Socratic seminars. And then finally, philosophical chairs. All of those are different activities that I do in that class. That's the same thing I want you guys to go ahead and do for your first period class. Once you finish with your text, I want you to select the text. And then in your menu item up here at the top, you're going to see that you have an ability to do a plus or minus, increase or decrease font. I like this better than just dropping down and checking. That's a good bonus for slides versus docs. And I'm just going to increase my font size to where I think it's very readable. I'm going to do a minimum of 32. We're going to have some notes that you'll go through, actually, that you would have gone through already before you see this presentation, talking about the proper size for fonts. So I want you to go ahead and do this now and then repeat the process for your next classes. So by the end of this part of the activity, you will then have your information put in for all 4 classes. So you'll list the class name and then 3 things. Go ahead and do that now.